Well, just as we do every Thanksgiving Day, the kick is off, and here we go from Detroit. Brooks now on the return. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out now in his 6th year here in the NFL, Brock his 3rd as a starter from Utah State. It's Jordan Love.
Give a lot of credit to Jordan last year. Worked through a bunch of injuries over the course of the season. Remember, the Packers were down and had to claw themselves back to the playoffs. And this kid's averaged almost 4,000 yards and 30 touchdowns a year the last 2 years as a starter. A big reason why they've made the postseason both times.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffled around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Dom's the man in motion right. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's good for a Packers first down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
Play action, Love. Hauled in by Musgrave. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Love now, off the play action. This is complete. It's Matthew Golden. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Terrion Arnold in on the stop.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Here's Jacobs again on 2nd down. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 9 yards.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
They go counter, it's Jacobs. And he's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards.
That's why you often see some mix, some high-percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep a defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Love out of the shotgun. He's going to tuck it and run. And he's going to get down safely. Picked up close to 6. Nice call on his part there, but it does leave them now with a 3rd down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Love on 3rd and short. Caught just shy of the goal line. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers finish up an excellent opening series. And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start, I mean great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and found the end zone as a result.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Lions nothing.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Jacob Sailors now to return it. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. So now it's the Lions' turn to head out for the first time on offense. Leading them out, got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
The legend of this guy just grows year by year in the Motor City. The best individual season of his career, leading these Lions to a franchise record 15 wins. Now they just got to get to the ultimate goal, the Super Bowl.
Goff taken right to the air. Spins his way into the open field. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Just a yard left to go on second down.
Hey, Mosey, you see it, Mosey.
From the gun, Goff. Finds him over the middle. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
There's no question. The greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Another one for Gibbs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Goff now on 3rd down. It's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Yeah, this group likes to be aggressive. An early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. This one from 42 yards out. Bates' kick is up and good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And this is Savion Williams on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Well, on behalf of all of us here at EA Sports, hope that you are having an excellent Thanksgiving day. And today, of course, also our John Madden Thanksgiving celebration across the NFL, where we recognize the impact John had on generations of football fans, from his days as a legendary coach of the Raiders, to his decades as a broadcaster, to his influence on new generations of fans as the namesake of our game. And all of us here proud to remember his impact on the sport. They'll start this series with an option left. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. To the air with Love. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. 3rd and long for him here. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
That's good.
It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Green Bay.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's another Packers first down.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody, and maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
Going to the ground again on first. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Shotgun now for Love. Throw right side, and Dobbs has it. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route for man coverage.
7th play of the drive, offense facing 3rd and 3. Love from the gun. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
So 4th down, here comes Daniel Wheeler to send it flying for the Packers. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. So the Lions headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Running it with David Montgomery. And the stop will be made as he gets this up to about the 18. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
First down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives
First and 10
everybody a
at the
little bit
18-yard
more
line.
bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. A pitch out to Montgomery. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Goff on third. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
On comes Jack Fox to handle the fourth down punt for the Lions. And he gets it away from his end zone. And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is first and 10. Dom's the man in motion right. Now Love on the play fake. Hits his running back. He rocks that tackler. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 22. And it'll give the Packers the first.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
We're one quarter closer to some turkey as we've reached the end of one on Thanksgiving. 7-3 is our score. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They've got first and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Takes the handoff, now Love. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. They get 22 out of that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
That's another Packers first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
From the red zone on first. Looking, and this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
Just a tremendous effort from the defense there. A sense of urgency on first down in the red zone. Got to find a way to knock this offense backwards, and the defense just did.
So things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on second down. Throwing, it's Love. Brought in by his back, it's Jacobs. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
Offense going with a 4-receiver set, 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throws caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
On comes Brandon McManus now to try this field goal for the Packers. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. McManus sends it through. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Sailors now on the return. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. Now Ryan Lyons just about ready. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. He gets a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Goff on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has him right near midfield here. He's about a yard short. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Finds Isaac to Slaw, complete. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And the Lions have a 1st down.
Another Detroit Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Now gone. This one's caught. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
Ruled out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
They send the tight end in motion. Goff out of the gun on third. He couldn't hang on, Brock. It looked like a touchdown, but it slips right through his hands, and now it's fourth down.
Fourth down.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
Bates' kick is up and good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Love now off the play action. Hauled in by Musgrave. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week. They're in practice. The both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully. And the tight end, the beneficiary.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. Continuing to move past the 45. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Packers, 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Completed over the middle. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Love out of the shotgun. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
3rd and 2, Love to throw. Got his man, it's Golden. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And it'll give the Packers the 1st.
1st down. It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Packers.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
This down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route, and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. Here's Love.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Only need to fall forward 1 more yard. Here's 3rd and goal. Jacobs. And this defense is going to win this ramp. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up. And after this play, there's a Lion out there who got the worst of it. He's in some discomfort as they head out to check on him. Just 2 yards away, so the offense going for it. It's 4th and goal. Needs the goal line. He takes it himself. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
It's a turnover.
4th down, you want the ball in the hands of your biggest and best playmaker. In a lot of offenses, that is the QB. They trusted him to run for it, but the defense locked it down in time.
The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. Escapes the defender. And he's going to have this up just a little bit shy of the 20. That play good for 17 and a first down.
And the Lions first down.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
First down throw from Goff. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
On first down, they'll run with Montgomery. They'll cobble together a yard there. Andrew and Cooper there to make the stop.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Motioning one of the tight ends. They go play action with Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
They'll air it out on 3rd. He has the first over the middle. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Kate, that play's so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. Stick around, some more from Ford Field on its way. On first down, it's Goff. Screen here for Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. St. Brown, the receiver, in motion right. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
25-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Rush coming for Goff. Underneath, it's Gibbs. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Lions have a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
He has the catch, but no, he can't get down in bounds. Oh, Brock, it was nearly a touchdown, but they're going to say it's incomplete. Boy, they had to look, Brock, and they just missed a touchdown as the throw put them a little bit too close to the edge of that end zone.
Handle priority number one, that's to catch it and secure it. Unfortunately, did not leave enough room to land his feet in the end zone, despite what was really a tremendous effort.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Throwing again. Here's Goff. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions get some late points and the lead. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions push their lead to 3.
13. Packers 10.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Brooks now on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Packers are headed back to the field, so we'll get a look at Romeo Dobbs. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. Love with it on first down. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Got slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. Has his man. It stops. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
So 1st down from the 41. Once more, it's Love. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jack Campbell with the INT. And the Lions might be able to get some points late after the interception.
Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. Gets him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash.
The kick is no good.
So a field goal game at the half. A good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the 3rd quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime reports. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. On now is McManus to kick this away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Out come the Lions. They've got the first series of the second half. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Goff on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. A pickup of 17. And that is good for Detroit 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Running it with Gibbs. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Lions have a 1st down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And the defense wise to that call there. The receiver wrapped up for no gain. Third down coming up.
You know, it's pretty clear just watching this unfold. They want to find a way to get this player in space where he's most dangerous. Defenders made sure they kept him contained and limited what came off on that one.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Here's a give on the jet sweep. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be third down.
Well, you can see he gets the ball and he sees the defender waiting for him right on the edge. And at that point, dead on arrival. A good effort on his part to at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Third down, line to gain, 9 yards out. No throw, third and long. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll double their lead to 6.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. Jukes away from one. And he's brought down just inside the 25. They're ready to run their offense back out there. And the question out there, Brock, how early and often are they going to try passing here after they were picked off on the previous drive?
Well, I think the answer to that is how much trust does this play caller have in his quarterback? We're going to get to find out right now.
Green Bay offense to the line now. First and 10. Love now to throw. Cut down the field, Golden. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. 35 on the pickup. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Jacobs gets it on the draw. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Throwing his love on third. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and it'll give the Packers the first.
Good for a Packers first down. A gain of 12.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. To the air with Love. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
On the sneak, it's Love. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of a yard.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. They send him left out of the slot. Jacobs running behind center. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Love out of the shotgun. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
On comes Brandon McManus now to try this field goal for the Packers. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. McManus sends it through, and it cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Sailors now on the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Goff off the play action. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds after it looks like about a yard there. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Brought down by Quay Walker.
The tackle by Quay Walker. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Third and long, they're going to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Lions first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
We've set it downs from 37. First down throw from Goff. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
There's no negatives ever on the grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap here to Goff. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Goff to the air now. Screen here for Gibbs. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Completed over the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
A little outside their comfort zone to try a field goal, so instead they're going for this on 4th down. Here we go with Montgomery. And the defense escapes. They have a nice drive going, but the defense gets off the field by forcing that turnover on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
The Packers are headed back to the field, so we'll get a look at Romeo Doubs. And last drive left them in a little bit of limbo, Brock. They were happy to leave with points, obviously, but not happy that they had to settle for a field goal instead of a touchdown.
Coaches love to say, on offense, let every drive end in a kick. The bronze medal's a punt, silver medal's a field goal, and now they're going to be striving for that PAT, the gold medal.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Play action, Love. Sends this to the end zone. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers just need 2 snaps to steal the lead.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single high or 2 high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers take a 4-point lead.
Lions 16.
On now is McManus to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Gibbs. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Gong has the connection to right. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
The Packers going nickel on 3rd. From the gun, Goff. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. And off to Jacobs to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Rod lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Just 1 quarter standing between these teams and Turkey in this Thanksgiving contest. The Packers with it. They have the lead late, but this game is close. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They stick with Jacobs. And he finds just enough daylight for a 5-yard gain. It's 3rd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Lions in the nickel. This is 3rd down. Shotgun now for Love. He puts some air under it deep down the left. That's grabbed inside the 30. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
And the Packers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Now Love on the play fake. Cut at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
They'll run. Jacobs. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Quick throw out wide by Love. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers now lead by 10. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers drive their lead to 11.
Lions 16.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Starting from the 5. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Lions offense returning to the field. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. New set of downs for him from the 31. Goff tosses that quickly out wide. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Goff setting the throw. He completes it in traffic. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 5 on the play. And that is good for Detroit 1st down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Goff back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Goff on 3rd. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And he makes the play. It's a touchdown. But hang on a second. I spy a flag out there, Brock. This could erase that score.
Pass interference. Offense.
Such Such an exciting play lost because of that penalty. And this offense now left to think of their next call as they make the long walk back down the field. Backed up after that penalty. This is third down. Third and long for him here. It's on target to Williams. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. So 3rd and 16, no problem for him as they get the first.
And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
You throw it in the middle of the field, it's all about anticipation and accuracy. I mean, those are the two keys all the time in my book, Kate. But when you throw it in the middle of the field with all of the traffic, that's where guys with great anticipation and that tremendous accuracy come to life.
A give to Gibbs. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Here's Gong. Dump off caught by his back. And this is down to the doorstep of that red zone. Another yard to reach it and pick up that first down, too.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Trying to sneak here, Goff. And they're going to down by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
To the air on first down. Here's Goff. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Looking to throw. Goff. This one's caught. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Here's Gibbs on the carry. And he's in for the touchdown. The Lions now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Goff leading the offense back to the line. They're going for 2.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's got it. That gets him 2 and puts them within a field goal here late.
Packers 27, Lions 24.
Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A three-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Brooks now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Hand off here to Jacobs. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They've got first down here from the 36. Love looking to pass. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Kicks the handoff, now Love. Has him running the comeback. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Man in motion, out of the slot. Running on first here with Jacobs. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Play fake. It's Love. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign where they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Love now to throw. Cut down the field, Golden. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
All set now. 1st and 10. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Going run again with Jacobs. And he gets a nice chunk. Looks like about 5. It's going to be third down. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their third. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
He'll throw it. He'll have the first down and even more. And he carries it in for the touchdown.
Green Bay.
The Packers make it a 9-point advantage. Jordan Love, the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Packers make it a 10-point ball game.
Lions 24.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Sailors now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And they just saw that lead stretched out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap here to go. That's to the sideline. It's a catch by Williams. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
On first down, it's gone. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on second down. From the gun, Goff. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
QB sneak coming. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
That's good. We're on Lions. First down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions got to score in a hurry. No timeouts and down 2 scores. They've got to find points quickly here. It's first and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Go left side, and St. Brown has it. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
First down throw from Goff. Yet another grab for St. Brown. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him, creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
No timeouts and down 2 scores. They've got to find points quickly here. It's 1st and 10. Finds a man, right side. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
Small pass, big result. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football, and once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Throwing again. Here's Goff. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions making a 4-point game here in the 4th. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from them. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th.
34, Lions 31.
So they're going to line up for the onside kick that may just decide this game. Just over a minute to play. And this is recovered by the Packers hands team. They're going to win this game. Well, that's going to do it, Brock. They recover the kick and now can just run out that clock unimpeded.
Yeah, no timeouts on the opposing sideline. Give some credit to the hands team right there. Got the job done. And now as an offense, the greatest formation in the history of football. You know what that is, Kate?
Line it up, boys.
The victory formation.
The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. Line up the design keeper. So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. And partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today, and that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.
So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are your winners, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.